I know why you're here. The real reason. Let's talk about it. You've been feeling isolated, like you let God down, like God abandoned you because just maybe you made a promise that you would stop doing something, but you couldn't yet shake the habit. And you've promised over and over that you will fix it and it'll be done. And you've broken the promises that you've made, not only to yourself, but to God. Well, I just want to let you know I've been in the same boat and I've recovered from that. And just a quick gem before we even get this video started, you have to forgive yourself. I had a habit that I couldn't quite knock and I didn't understand why. In my family's, we're not like an addictive nature is not really there too much. Some of us fall far from the tree. Some of us are on the tree, if that makes any sense. But this is not about me. This is about you. But I must share my story in order to help you out. This addiction that I had was causing me more stress than peace. It was causing me to make decisions that I necessarily didn't want to. It caused me to act in a way that I didn't want to as well, that I know that wasn't me. And I was looking to God for answers. I would pray, I would ask. And I would make a promise. I would say, God, if you help me, please get through this. I will never do this again. I will never do it again. I broke that promise maybe more than like 5 to 7 times. And I felt like God started to ignore me because I got deeper and deeper into my addiction. It caused me to lose belief in the words I tell myself, not only to God, but to myself. It caused me not to trust myself. It caused me not to believe anything that comes out of my mouth. And that right there is a journey in itself. And I know that you're feeling like that. You're feeling like you let God down. My way of getting past that addiction was not to ask God, help me stop. What I asked for was clarity. I needed clarity. And the funny thing is that clarity was right there in front of my face, hidden in plain sight, but I just didn't know. And I'm saying this to tell you that your vision, the clarity, is sitting right in front of your face. But you just haven't seen it yet because you've been so focused on the negative. And let me tell you something, when you're focused on negative, more negative comes. Like the more you focus on how am I gonna pay this bill, or I can't pay this bill, or I can't do this and I can't do that, the more that you're disabling yourself. I had to learn that the hard way. Sorry if I'm wiping my nose, I got allergies. But let's continue. I was able to drop the habit that I had. And I did it through clarity. Now I know you may be saying, what do you mean clarity? The thing about clarity is purpose. Purpose. I had to re-find what my purpose was, what my purpose is. Now, I understand it's hard sometimes to find your purpose, right? But usually it's something that you naturally do without thinking that provides a service that will help people. Whether it's coaching them with life, teaching somebody how to do something, or it's just that gift that you have that you just naturally do without anyone asking you to do it, anyone telling you you should. Your purpose. I found that my purpose was just helping others, not by motivating, but discipline. Because discipline leads to momentum. Momentum leads to motivation. So if I was going to stop this addiction, I needed discipline, which would lead to the momentum, which would then lead to the motivation. Now, our paths may be different, but I'm here to tell you that God didn't abandon you. God always leaves these clues around. Now, how I got to where I am now, and I was isolated. I was isolated. I was so isolated. I stopped going around family. I was just here, and I wasn't even really engaging with my wife and my children like that. I was just here alone, really. Although there were people around me, I was here alone, and you may be feeling like that. But one thing that God provides that is so essential is fresh air. Fresh air. It's simple as that. Fresh air. A lot of the times we are trapped in our homes thinking about, how can I do this? Or I want to stop doing this, or I really want to do this, or I really want to. But we don't go outside and take a walk. We don't jog. We don't ride a bike. We don't see the beautiful things in life because we're so focused on the negative that more negative comes in. It just continues to come in, and you're just like, I got a problem with this now, and I got a problem with that now, and I got a problem with this now, and I got a problem with that now. But once you go out there and you see the beauty, like when you go and see a river, or you see tall trees in the forest, or a nice park where you could sit and observe birds, and I had an electric bike in my closet. I had an electric bike. And I used to ride bikes all the time. Miles, right? Like, I'm talking miles, pedal bike. Whether it was a freestyle bike, mountain bike, or whatever other bike, I was riding bikes. And the reason why is because it always brought me to the water. I always say my bike leads me where I'm gonna go. And I lost that sense. I got an electric bike and I stopped pedaling. So I'm just cruising. And then that eventually stopped. And so I cut myself off from the fresh air that I normally get, which causes clarity. Clarity. So what I did was I took that electric bike and I traded it. Pretty much with the father figure that was in my life. He was a biker. I got my biking from him because he would bike to Brooklyn, Queens, all of these places. And so that's where I got riding my bike from. And I said to him, he's 90 plus years old, still riding the bike. But he enjoys the electric bike too. So I told him, I said, I'll trade you this electric bike for a pedal bike. Would you be willing to trade? He's like, yeah. You don't need to trade me though. You could just have one of the bikes. because I've given him a bike. I've given away my bikes to him when maybe I didn't have enough space in the house or I just didn't want to ride anymore. We traded. The same day we traded, I went out on a bike ride. I was searching for clarity. I needed fresh air. I rode that bike. First day, 28 miles. 28 miles on that bike. I came home. I felt alive. I stopped counting the days of when I've stopped my addiction. I stopped counting them. Because that's what gets you trapped too, when you start to keep count of how many days, how many weeks, how many months, how many years. Because then you be like, oh, it's been 5 years, I could do it again. Or it's been 6 months, I could dabble in again. No. When you stop counting and you lose track of that, oh, you lose track of it. It's done. It's out of the way. Now, the discipline came with me saying, I'm going to ride my bike here and I'm going to ride it back. Because what that did is when I did it, I trusted myself a little more. I trusted myself a little more. I said, I'm going to go this time more miles. Add 2 miles to it, 30 miles. It didn't matter how tired I was, I did it and came back. That's another decision that I made that I went through with. Remember, we couldn't go through what we were saying before, the decisions that we were making. So now I'm making decisions and I'm doing them. Clarity is coming. And so I continue to do it. Now, instead of 30 miles, I go 35 miles. And I do it. Accomplished. And so, all I'm saying is, you have to learn to trust yourself. But before you trust yourself, you have to forgive yourself. Because I have to forgive myself. It's not God's fault. I know that God didn't abandon me. God always leaves the clues on what I'm supposed to do. There's purpose, but when you're searching for your purpose, you see the clues. Oh, I think I'm supposed to do that. I kind of feel it. I'm supposed to go ride this bike. I feel it. I'm supposed to go help this person. I feel it. You start to live in that purpose. And so I got the answers that I needed. Now, you may be on YouTube looking at so many videos on how to find yourself. I was trying to find myself. But just like this song, and bear with me. This song called Home by Philip Phillips. And it goes, settle down, it all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. Trouble, they might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. I'm gonna make this place your home. I know how that made you feel just now. I know how it made you feel. To know you're not alone. You're not the only one that feels that way. Fear sets in because you're scared to trust yourself again. And the reason why is because you haven't forgiven yourself. But you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We're perfectly imperfect, if that makes sense. When you forgive yourself, and then you start to make plans and do them, you start to trust yourself again. Which then when you trust yourself, we're all made in the image of God. God is within us. When we trust ourselves, we start to trust God. Forgiveness. Forgive yourself for the mistakes that you've made. I know it's hard. Forgive others as well, because you might have been around people that's just talking you down, telling you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that, you need to be doing this, you should try that, you should try this, you should try that, and you block what you want to do, what you feel inside that you should be doing. You block it with other people's noise. I'm here to tell you, God didn't give up on you. God left clues. It's driven in your purpose. The clues is in your purpose. Find your purpose. What is it that you do without even thinking that serves others, that makes others feel amazing, that also makes you feel amazing? Is it art? Is it talking? Is it motivation? What is it? Get to it. Get to it. And get some fresh air. Go out to the trees. Go look at nature. Go look at the beauty. Because if you drown yourself in negativity, all you're going to see is negative around you. Rise in the positive things. Go look at how the birds fly. Go see how the boats sail across the water. Go see the birds in the pond. Go see the pigeons eating the food and everything. Go see how the grassland is laid out. Go see how the waves in the water goes, because some waves go this way, some go that way, some go different ways, but it's so amazing. And you'll start to see life for what it really is. You have a purpose. God didn't give up on you because you promised and you failed to keep that promise. God knows we're not perfect. God knows we're not perfect. But as long as we're working on ourselves, we will be okay. You just have to work on it. Trust yourself. Believe in you. Believe that you can. Say to yourself that you can. I'm driven in my purpose. Let me tell you, I've left my old career, it's not even my old career, my old self behind. I had to kill it off. My old self. I had billions of streams. A billion. I reached 1 billion views, streams on my music as a different entity, as a different name that I went by. And most people would be like, well, I'm so close. I done hit 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Music done hit, I told you, 1 billion streams. And I left it behind because there's a bigger purpose. And I'm living in it. Most people be like, how could you leave that? Because it was my choice. And there's a bigger purpose. I know that there is. Because when I was doing that, it didn't feel right. I felt like I was going against God. I felt like I was making evil music as well. And the first song I dropped on this page, this channel, Bring Me Back, it felt better than anything I've ever done for 16 years. This video I'm doing right here feels better than anything I've done. 16 years of being the other name I was. I took on my real name, Brandon Travis. Brandon Travis has purpose, and you do too. What's your name? Comment it below. Let me know. And if this video helped you, you are more than welcome to subscribe to the channel for more. You are more than welcome to leave a thumbs up on this video. You are more than welcome to share your story in the comments, because I want to know. Because we may share similar stories. I love you all. God loves you all. Now, the last thing that you have to do is love yourself. Love yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. I hope this video helped you out. God didn't abandon you. God didn't leave you. What God left was clues for you to see, for you to hear, for you to feel. Don't give up on yourself. Forgive yourself. And make small decisions, choices that you will go through with. Don't think of the larger picture. Small little things. I'm gonna do the dishes. Go do them. I'm gonna sweep the floor. Go sweep it. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go to the store and get me a smoothie. Go do it. Because every decision that you make, that you go through with, you trust yourself a little more. That's all, everybody. I pray for you all. I'll see y'all later in the next one. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to thumbs up. Feel free to leave your story in the comments. And I'll see y'all later. Next time. Let's go. That was beautiful.